Hi, you guys. Jaquita Brooks here, and welcome to Jaquita's Journey. That's my intro right now. Anyway, I don't know, when I have this thought in my head, like when I do that, it's like a okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. So, yes, you see the title. This is a story time. Just want to have a little chit chat, okay, about being a new mom in her 40s, all right? And I just want to add that I am exactly 40 years old. My daughter is 14 months years old, and I had her when I was 39, okay? So I am exactly 40. I'll be 41 in a few months. But so I just wanted to share my experience, because perhaps someone can get something out of it. Someone who is about to be a new mom in her 40s, or someone who is a mom in her 40s and she's thinking to herself, hey, am I the only one who's dealing with stuff like this or going through this? You know what I mean? Because sometimes we get in a place where it's like we feel like we're the only ones who feels this way or is going through this, you know what I mean? So I just want to shed some light on my experience, okay? And let me know in the chat if you can identify with anything like this, all right? I'm looking at my notes because I just wrote down some points, and I'm not going in any particular order, so I'm just going to kind of, this is just really sharing. I feel like I needed to share this, okay? So um energy guys. I feel like sometimes I have like no energy, okay? And I think sometimes it's hard to explain that to people who don't understand. You know what I mean? It could be from people, your friends, family, your husband. It could be just people you come across, and you might share with them, well, I want to do this, but sometimes it feels like I have no energy. You know what I mean? And so there are times when it's like, okay, I'll drink coffee to get that energy, right? But I wrote down here, like, I depend on coffee for that sometimes, but I don't want to depend on coffee. You know what I mean? I don't want to depend on coffee to get that energy to be able to get that burst of energy to exercise. You know what I mean? Or clean up the house. I don't want to depend on that. But the energy, you know what I mean? And going with that is like, I was telling somebody before, I said I've never taken so many naps in my life. Like, for me, naps, before I had kids, before I had my daughter, okay, naps were like a thing that happened every once in a while if I was really tired, or if I was watching a good movie and I was tired and I would fall asleep on it. But naps were just didn't, I didn't take naps like that, okay? But I promise you, it seems like almost every day, guys, I'm taking a nap with her, okay? And I like it, but I don't, because, people always say, I put a post up on Facebook some time ago, like a little around the time she was first born. And, because people always say take naps when the baby naps, right? But I'm like, if I nap when the baby naps, I'll have to wash dishes when the baby washes dishes. I'll have to clean up when the baby cleans up. And of course, I'm being sarcastic because the baby can't wash dishes and the baby can't clean up. When the baby's up, I'm having to tend to the baby, right? And do what I can when I can. But it's like, if I'm napping, I can't get these things done. So I would try to stay up in order to get these things done. But it's like, man, I'm tired. You know what I mean? And I just want to add this as well. Like, I'm still nursing. Yeah, she's 14 months, but I'm still nursing. And let me put a side note. My goal, honestly, was to stop nursing when she was 1 year old. But I don't know, it just hasn't happened. And I'm not upset about it, but I can tell that she's weaning off of it. And that was kind of something that I came to peace about. I was like, well, you know what? She doesn't care for milk, any other kind of milk. she still really likes the breast milk. So I'm like, well, as long as she's still drinking it and she's getting her nutrients plus other nutrients from, she is eating, of course, eating table food and everything else, and she doesn't do it as much, she doesn't nurse as much. I was like, you know what? I'll just let the transition happen naturally, because now she ain't gonna be no 2 and 3 years old, okay? But I know, right? I'm gonna stop when she's 2. I mean, she's 14 months now. She's gonna be off. She's gonna be off anyway before she's 2. But anyway, and so yeah, I could just tell she's slowly weaning off. The transition is happening, but as of right now, I'm cool with it. So it's okay. But so, I was saying that to say that's another thing. Like, as far as me, I'm still not really getting a full night's sleep like that, because she still wakes up throughout the night. She'll I might get about 4 hours of sleep still. It's been pretty consistent since she's been born. Like, even when she was a baby, when the baby's small, you might get about 2 hours here, maybe 3. But it didn't take very long for her to start sleeping at least 4 hours a night. Every now and then she might push it to 5, okay, 5 hours, but for the most part it's about 4 hours a night. And the problem with that is, when I get up to nurse her, she goes back to sleep, but I'm up now. And sometimes, you just can't go back to sleep no matter how hard you try, right? And it's like, I'll be up for hours, and by the time I'm getting sleepy again, she's getting ready to wake up again, So even in that time when I'm up, I'll try to get some things done too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm more tired than I was before. I depend on coffee a lot more, and I don't drink coffee a lot. Okay, I am careful with my coffee intake because I'm still nursing. So I might drink coffee twice a week. And sometimes I'll only drink half of it, okay, if I do. But I try to, find other means, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just have that natural energy. I'm like, Lord, please, like, give me the strength, give me energy, you know what I'm saying? And God is so good, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, here you go, bam, and I'm like, man, where did I get all this energy from, But anyway, so I will say I am more patient, okay? And not to say that I was not a patient person before. Oh, let me interject. I have 3 other children, so I have 3 sons already. I have a 21-year-old. He just turned 21. I have a 17-year-old, and I have a 15-year-old, okay? So, and 3 boys, okay? So now I have a girl, praise God. So it's just beautiful how that happened. And I am married now, okay? And so, yeah, like I said, and I'm going to combine these things. I'm more patient, and I notice I'm wiser and knowledgeable, more knowledgeable about a lot of things, okay? And I believe that doesn't just come with age, because just because you're older, it doesn't mean you're wiser, but that comes with age, and that comes with the Lord and age. I want to say it in that order, okay? That comes with my relationship with the Lord and age, all right? That I am more patient, I'm more wiser, I'm wiser, and I'm more knowledgeable, okay? And so I'm more patient with, like, because she's 14 months and she's walking, she's running, okay? So of course she's getting into like everything, any and everything she can get into. And I'm just like, I just noticed I'm a lot more patient, it's interesting because even when I was pregnant, right? I've had 3 sons, but I feel like I was searching up things that I should have known. Like, I was looking up so many things. How do you know when this? How do you know when that? I searched up one time, how do you know when you're in labor? Like, You've had 3 boys. You're searching up questions like, how do you know when you're in labor? Yeah. I was like, why does this seem so new to me? But that's because it really was. Okay? It really was new to me. Like I said, my at the time my oldest son was well, my youngest was 14. So it'd been 14 years, and I don't know. I When you're older and you have a baby, for me, being a young mother, like I had my first son when I was 20. Being a young mother, I was moving around a lot. I wasn't married, okay? I didn't have as much support as I have now. I had to work, okay? I did breastfeed all of my kids, but I didn't breastfeed my other kids past like 6 months because I had to go back to work. Some was like 4 months, but I had to go back to work. And so I feel like at this time in my life, I am enjoying the moments even more. Like I am pouring into my daughter. I'm pouring into those moments of her being little. I'm enjoying those moments and being more present in the moment. You get what I'm saying? I'm being present. I was present before with my other kids, but I am actually consciously being more present in the moment. I notice that. Like I enjoy the moments. I notice everything now with her. It's like, I don't know, so it's like, there are definitely benefits having your kids young. I know people would say you grow up with your kids a lot. My grandmother used to say that to me, you're going to grow up with your kids. And it's like that's a good and bad thing. It's like because I'm growing up with my kids, but because I'm having to still grow up too, I'm still having to learn things and know myself and grow and get to know myself. And it's like, so I wasn't able to be in the moments a lot with them, with my sons. I don't know. I was, but I wasn't. You get what I'm saying? Because I was moving around a lot, working, and so I'm glad, and this is another point. That's one of the benefits of being a stay-at-home mom. Like I'm grateful to the Lord that I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm married to a wonderful man. I'm so grateful for him, and so I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm able to be home with my daughter, and teach her and nurture her. And I'm the only one she's learning from, you know what I mean? Like she's not learning from somebody else who is having to watch her. And nothing wrong with that, guys. But I just see, honestly, I see at this point in my life the benefits of doing things right. You know what I mean? Like marrying the right person, being able to stay home and raise your children. There's so many benefits, and that's really God's order of things, how he would have had it, how he did have it, So not saying a woman can't work, okay? I'm not saying that by a long shot. I do want to say, I have another YouTube page. It's called Precious Pearl Ministry, and it's just strictly a ministry, for God's word, for the word of God, for Jesus. And I shared okay, sorry guys, my phone, I don't know, weird. Anyway, so yeah, I shared a video called Should Women Work? And I'll put a link to that if you want to check it out. I believe it would be very insightful for a lot of women because, some women feel like they should and some women feel like they shouldn't. Society, feels that way. But anyway, I just, think it would be good. But so, yeah, but there are benefits to being able to stay home with your children. And let me just add, not only am I a mom in my 40s, but I am a new mom starting a business in my 40s. And so that's a whole different subject. And I'll do another video on that, sometime, whenever. I'll do a video on that and share my experience with that. But I'm not, I'm trying to do that as well. So trying to balance, which brings me to another point. Balancing work, life. There's no such thing, I think, I don't think there's a such thing as balancing it. I believe you try to be as organized as you can as you go. I believe you can't edit life a lot of the times. Like for my daughter, for instance. Okay, before I did this video, I was like, I was thinking, I wanted to exercise. Should I exercise first? Okay. Should I do this video first? Should I wash my hair first? Okay. Like, I've been trying to get to, trying to figure out when I'm going to interject that, some of these things I want to do when she's asleep. Some of these things I prefer to do. They're easier to do when she's asleep, right? These videos, like, should I do this video first? Should I take a shower first? You know what I'm saying? But seriously, like, should I take a shower first? But it's like when you have a little person who depends on you, you have to make these decisions that the other people don't have to say, hey, do I have to do this? Can I do this first or that? Should I? So you just kind of learn as you go, like, how to get things done, Another point, cleaning, like, man, cleaning is a task already, but when you have a little person at your hip all the time, it's an even bigger task. You know what I mean? Yeah, like the way some days I don't get to clean anything, okay? Especially because I still cook, I still have a family. Two of my sons live in the household, with me, my husband. We're a blended family. My husband has 4 daughters, but in our household, my 2 sons live here, and we have a daughter together. Our youngest is our daughter together. And so I still cook, I still clean, I do these things. I still have things that I'm doing in my own life. Like I said, I'm starting a business, Anyway, and so some days I don't get to clean up things, but some days I'll try to organize it to where it's like, okay, I'll do this room, and then the next day I'll do this room, And my husband, he's a great help. Let me just say that. My husband is such a great help, okay? But he's working, he works, he's the provider, full-time working, and he works another job on the side. So it's like, I don't try to, he helps because that's who he is, but I don't nag him or try to pressure him to say, hey, I need some help. Can you do this? Can you do? And even with my daughter now, sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm going to run to the store, you watch her, and he has no problem doing that, of course, but that's just how it is. Our life works for us the way that it is. But anyway, so, let's see. Exercising, and I'll just put these two together. Exercising and grooming myself. Okay. That's a task. Like, y'all, when it comes to exercising, I actually have a gym membership. All right. And I try to make it, let me fix my shirt. I'm trying to look decent. Look, grooming. I threw on my hat today because I'm like, look, this is what it's gonna be right now, okay? But anyway, I try to get up and go to the gym at 5 in the morning, right? And I do for the most part. But and that's a struggle sometimes. Like, like I said, my daughter still wakes up through the night, so she'll wake up. Honestly, she's like my personal alarm clock. She'll wake up about 3, almost 4 sometimes, or right at 4. And because she woke up, like I said, I'll stay up, and then I'll go ahead and get ready to go to the gym. I'll feed her, put her back to sleep. My husband, he's still sleeping in the bed, and he knows I'll get up, and I'm like, I'm going to the gym, so she'll be there with him. But sometimes it's like, man, like, I am too tired. I didn't get to bed until late last night because she didn't go to bed until late. So it's like, I'm just going to exercise at home today. And, for the most part, I will exercise at home.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I try to go to the gym, okay? I try to go to the gym. And that's when I really get it in, But but yeah, I'm trying to get other things done at home most of the time, okay? Cleaning, okay? Working on things. So again, grooming, I put grooming and exercise in the same category because even with that, like I said, when should I wash my hair? You know, it's like I'm going to do it today, but when is the question. So anyway, you know, even when it comes to just making yourself look nice, because when you look nice you feel good, you know what I mean? So it's like I try not to walk around the house in pajama bottoms all the time, you know, like with my hair in a ponytail, with a scarf on my head, you know, like I try not to do those things. Some days I do. Some days I do because it's like I just didn't get to it, but I don't want to. I try to do something to myself because, first of all, I'm married. I don't want to be that woman that my husband comes home to and she got a bonnet on all day. And, you know, like I don't do that. But I might have a scarf, but I might, you know, have it like in a little fancy way. You know what I mean? Like tied around my head, you know, kind of cute, like, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to do these things, guys, you know, but sometimes it's just, even today, like right now, y'all, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of winded, you know, but it's like I just put her to sleep right before I started this video, and I'm like, okay, you know, but anyway, so I'm doing it. Praise God. Another thing, let's see. Thank you, Lord. Oh, and this is the last thing. The benefits of having older kids, okay? For the most part, if you're a mom in your 40s, chances are you've already had some kids. I'm not saying everybody. I know some people wait until later to have kids. And being a mom in my 40s, I see that there are benefits to that. You know, I am not mad at that. You know, honestly, if I'd known what I know now, okay, I probably would have waited later on to have kids. Like really, you know, I knew of somebody who did that, and I was like, wow, you had your kids when you were old. You know, at the time I'm young, so I'm thinking she's old, okay? And she's like, I know I wanted to wait until I was established, okay, and had a family and stuff like that. But I know there are some YouTube videos out there with some women who, okay, with some women who are like, they wish they wouldn't have waited that old, you know, but everybody's different, you know what I mean? So anyway, like I said, if you're an older mom, and may I stress that word, older, okay? I tell my husband, we are not old, boo, okay? We are older, but we are not old, okay? And yeah, but there are benefits to having older children, because there are times when, you know, my kids are like, hey, I'm cooking or something, and my kids will be down playing with her, you know, keeping her busy while I'm cooking, you know. Even like if I jump in the shower really quick, you know, it's like my oldest son, he's 17. He's so good with her, guys. Both of them are, but the baby, he's 15. He's, you know, the babies sometimes they can be like he's like the annoying brother. Like I can see their dynamic, him and her. Like she'll play with him and she'll annoy him and he'll annoy her, you know. It's funny. But anyway, my oldest son, she loves him so much. Like he's so good with her. He'll just, you know, hold her for a while, play, you know, show her some funny videos or something, some ABC stuff, whatever the case may be, you know. Or even like honestly, if I put her to sleep, like I might go walk around the neighborhood really quick. I'll put the baby monitor in his room and he'll watch her, and 9 times out of 10 she does not wake up, but like if she does, he'll call me as soon as she wakes up, and I'm like, I'm in the neighborhood walking, here I come, you know. So, you know, there are benefits to that, you know what I mean? And one more thing I wanted to add that I just thought about as I was sharing, when it came to being older, you know, my husband and I were talking about this, and we were like, man, it's kind of enjoyable having a baby her age. For some odd reason, I don't know why, but it's enjoyable. I don't know. Maybe that comes with being able to be in the moment more and being wiser, and more patient and at a different point in your life. I don't know. But it's like it's kind of fun. I don't know if that makes sense or why that makes sense to me, but it's sort of it's fun having a baby at this time. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm serious though. Like, it's like, man, we notice so much about her, and we just laugh and joke, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I think that may be something that, if, like I said, if you're about to be a mom, an older mom, you'll experience that and you'll know what I'm talking about when it actually happens. But if you're a mom who's had her baby already, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you can identify with that. Share in the chat if you're able to identify with that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm so glad I got to do it. So glad I got to share this. Okay, I pray that you get something out of it. I really hope that you get something out of it, and share it if you're led to. I told myself I wasn't going to push subscribing or sharing or liking this video, because I want things to come organically, and if you're getting something out of it, hey, if you feel led to share it, share it. If not, thank you for watching. Okay, so again, guys, I hope this blessed you. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it gave you some peace, if you're about to be a new mom. If you want me to share anything about how my journey was being pregnant, comment below, and I'll get a video together sharing that, or any questions you want to ask me, go ahead and do it, hey. Anyway, but bless you guys. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.